Welcome to Posilitically. Is it up? We can do that because we're incorrect. But welcome to Posilitically Incorrect. I'm Posilitical, and she's correct because she's always correcting somebody. But no,
No, that's not true.
our blog is Positively Incorrect, and there's no particular theme or format, because why would we do that? That will box us in, and
I don't like boxes.
we're totally outside of the box. So, but I've been thinking about what our first video should be about. I posted another video that I recorded a few months back, so feel free to look at that one. It's posted on the blog, and it's really what we're passionate about as far as just being who you are, not being what someone tells you should be, but being who you are. And that brings me back to what we're going to start this blog off with. I was talking to someone maybe about an hour ago, who is not a child, that considers himself an adult to the fullest extent, and they had the nerve to say in a conversation, quoting from an earlier conversation that they had, that they were from the United States. I'm from the United States of America. That's where I'm from. I'm not African. I'm not this. I'm not that. I was like, you're from the United States of America. Where does your lineage lead to? She couldn't answer that, and so many other people can't answer that question either. And I think that it's time that we as adults trace our DNA back to where our roots start, or try to get some kind of understanding or grounding or footing on where it is that we come from, what tribes did we come from, what kind of characteristics do we have with the tribes that we come from, so that we can instill a sense of pride in our youth that are coming up behind us, so that they can know who they are and they won't have to emulate someone that they see before them, maybe in the media, that they think is so amazing.
Or someone from other cultures.
That a lot of us do in, I'm just going to say, in the ethnic community, because we don't know what our history is, or we don't know where we come from, or we don't know what our lineage is.
We don't know any of our history that goes further back than slavery.
So no one really takes the time to trace it back. Some of us don't know about the tools that we have as far as tracing our DNA back to where it is that we come from, because there's no one there telling them that's not the information that's being put out there. So they are emulating what is put before them, because it's been spoon-fed to them, just like everything else. Just like everything for us starts as slavery, is what we're taught and what we're fed. But we have to teach them that it goes further than that. So, to make a long story short, it was not okay for this person to say to me, I'm from the United States, and it'd be okay with me. And I guess it struck me, because this is someone that I helped raise, and this answer is not okay. But I haven't given her the tools to, I haven't traced it myself, and we'll post underneath a link to one of the websites that you can get a tribal DNA test that goes back to, or kind of gives you a better understanding of where you're from, what tribe you're connected to, and things like that. Because, our parents and our ancestors, or we didn't sit down with them, our grandmother and great-grandmother when they were alive and things like that, to find out more about who we are and where we come from. So we're going to post that down in below. But we have to instill in our youth and those coming behind us that it's okay to be who they are. It's okay to not look like everybody else. It's okay to take pride in the fact that you have a broader nose, or you have fuller lips, or you have bushy eyebrows, or you have curly or coily hair. It's okay. How can what comes out of your scalp or out of your body, how can it not be okay for it to be that way? Now, if you so choose, out of convenience and what works best for you, to, use relaxers or texturizers or whatever. We're not advocates of trying to tell you what to do and things like that, but we have to let our children know that it's okay if your hair isn't swinging like the little girl that sits next to you in class, but to show them that with your hair, or with what, the Creator has given you, you have choices and options. You can wear your hair straight, you can press it out, you can, wash it and wear it kinky, you can braid it and wear it, wavy, whatever, but we have to instill in them, pride of just being who they are, having confidence in who they are, having confidence in how they look, having confidence just about who they are as an individual. And I think that it starts with knowing where it is that we come from. It starts with that, and it's easy to do now with technology, getting that tribal DNA test or whatever, even if you're, not African American, whatever. There are tools out there to be able to help rear the results that you need in order to get to know where it is that you come from. So we're kicking off Positively Incorrect with get back to your roots. Get back to who you are. Let's instill in those that are coming up behind us that they're beautiful. They're beautiful no matter what the media says. They're beautiful no matter what society says. Their bushy eyebrows are wonderful. I didn't say they was bushy, but it's wonderful and it's refreshing. Their long eyelashes are wonderful without, mascara or, whatever. They can do all of those things later on if that's what they want to do. Wear that mascara, wear the lipstick, whatever, but feel good about themselves first. And, do all the other later. But if it's instilled within, everything else is extra. Everything else is extra because it'll show so much on the outside. If you have confidence in who you are, you teach people and show people how to treat you, how to love you, how to respect you, how you feel about yourself. What do you got something to say? So what's so funny?
I was remembering what Lauren said. She was like, how you gonna win when you ain't right within?
So she just quoted Lauryn Hill. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? I think we can end it there.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching Positively Incorrect, and
Bye.
we'll see you later.